just like probably you have, but I've experienced a few things that I'd like to share with you. If you've listened to my previous video, thank you very much for listening. If you have subscribed to my channel, I really appreciate that. And if you haven't, I am appealing to you to do so, because we bringing you some serious fact, truth, and some farm secrets. Can you imagine? People don't share it because they're scared that they're going to be bypassed. No, we're not, because I believe that the way rabbit farming is going is going to get bigger and bigger, and people will be aware. People will switch quickly from chicken to rabbit if we have enough meat to supply. We don't. So I'm not afraid if I have someone come to, so long as it's not the Chinese coming to kill the market as they always do, and it's local Ghanaians investing, or Africans to say that, to broaden it, investing into our African business, I don't have any problem with that. So here are the facts. When you're farming rabbit, it's got nothing to do with how cute the rabbit is. Rabbit farming compared to chicken farming. Did I hear myself right? Can rabbit farming compete with chicken farming? Well, the enthusiastic ones will say, yes, we can. But let's be realistic. It will take us so long, I don't even want to put a number on it. But somebody will say, how? But why? Like the kids will say, but daddy, why? Why? Because chicken is an established meat. I don't know. Rabbit farming compared to chicken farming. Did I hear myself right? Can rabbit farming compete with chicken farming? Well, the enthusiastic ones will say, yes, we can. But let's be realistic. It will take us so long, I don't even want to put a number on it. But somebody will say, how? But why? Like the kids will say, but daddy, why? Why? Because chicken is an established meat. I don't know whether people hate fowls or not. But yes, it's all right to compare ourselves with the enthusiastic ones that like see a future there for rabbit farming and see that we can make some money out of rabbit farming. So the question is, how are we going to approach this? Well, doctors have admitted that rabbit meat has got more nutrients and is more beneficial to us human than chicken. Rabbit meat is lean meat. It's got less fat. It's got high protein. It's got so many other nutrients that chicken don't have. So the question is, why don't people just get into rabbit farming as people get into chicken farming? The reason is rabbits are considered very cute, and in the West, even though that is not the whole truth, most rabbit farms or most rabbits are considered beautiful, cute pets. We're changing the narrative. How are we going about it? There is an influx of so many young people and even some serious business people venturing into rabbit farming, and rightly so. It's booming, and the interest is there, But are we starting it right? Are we doing it because we think rabbits are cool, or are we doing it because we see a future farming business? Using the word business because you want when you make it, when you're doing business, you want to make money, right? You want to get an interest out of your investment. Therefore, how are we going to approach this? Right, it sounds very scary. I don't mean to scare you at all, because I jumped into it just like probably you have, but I've experienced a few things that I'd like to share with you. If you've listened to my previous video, thank you very much for listening. If you have subscribed to my channel, I really appreciate that. And if you haven't, I am appealing to you to do so, because we bringing you some serious fact, truth, and some farm secrets. Can you imagine? People don't share it because they're scared that they're going to be bypassed. No, we're not, because I believe that the way rabbit farming is going is going to get bigger and bigger, and people will be aware. People will switch quickly from chicken to rabbit if we have enough meat to supply. We don't. So I'm not afraid if I have someone come to, so long as it's not the Chinese coming to kill the market as they always do, and it's local Ghanaians investing, or Africans to say that, to broaden it, investing into our African business, I don't have any problem with that. So here are the facts. When you're farming rabbit, it's got nothing to do with how cute the rabbit is. Unless you have a department, and listen to what I'm saying carefully, if you have a department where you deal with pet rabbits, then you can have varieties, but that should not overshadow your farm. Your main focus of your farm should be meat production. So that narrows it down to you getting meat rabbit that can give you the highest weight in the shortest possible time. Averagely measured, you should be able to get a rabbit, or rabbit should be able to achieve between 2 and 2.5 kilograms within a period of between 10 to 12 weeks. That's what happens in Europe. Yes, it could be their feeding method. So if you give and take between 10 and let's say 15, 16 weeks, your rabbit should be ready, and you should be rotating your stock in that manner. So it boils down to what breed are you starting your farming with. Look, I'm not going to sit here and start comparing. The statistics are there. You can check it. The statistics are there. The problem with us in Africa, or Ghana in particular, is we don't even know what breeds we've got. All we see is the color. So you look at this gray and white rabbit sitting there, and somebody will tell me, or I will tell you, it looks like a Dutch. It looks like. So we don't even know what we've got. We don't know whether what we got is really a Dutch, or is a mixture of a Dutch and something. We've lost the genetics of our rabbits, our local rabbit. And therefore, it's about time for us to take a sit back and start looking for some pure breeds in order to enrich our genetics, so that we will be able to achieve the proper slaughter age in the shortest possible way. And this is where the investment comes in, because the pure breeds are not cheap. I know a breeder, only one breeder who's brought some pure breeds from abroad, and he's doing very well because he's done very well. I have to commend him because um, he is slowly spreading the love. And I managed to get my hand on about six of them, which broke our bank a little bit, but it's definitely worth it. So, what I would say to you is the pure breeds are spreading slowly. Please, 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 if you're doing rabbit farming, if you want to do rabbit farming, then what I would say is get your hands on one or two of the pure breeds and slowly enrich your farm with either mixed breeds or pure breeds, because that's the only way you can start doing farming. The genes of the pure breeds is so powerful that they get bigger quicker, and this is very, very true. You get a pure breed, and within between 10 and 16 weeks, they are hitting closer to 2 kilograms, if not even more than 2 kilograms. And you have yourself a local breed, and it will be 6 months and it will still be probably 1.5 kilograms. So you can't do business like this. I'm sorry, my friend. You can't do business like this. You need a pure breed in your farm. I'm gonna be hitting on this breed business because that's the only thing. That's the only thing that will make your farm become a farm. Can you imagine if you have staff and you have to pay them, and you're not able to sell enough in order for you to just about break even? Break even meaning you pay your staff, you pay for your feed, and you don't make profit. And you say you're farming. You can't do any business without making profit, because you will have times when nothing is coming. So you need to make profit, bank the profit, so that you'll be using that money to either reinvest into the business, or you know you need to reap the benefit of your labor. So watch me bring you some more noise about you getting into the pure breeds. We are at the moment not selling the pure breeds, but I'm sure within the next 6 months we will get the pure breeds ready, and we'll be able to sell some to other farmers. It's not about hoarding, it's about preserving and reproducing and sustaining the pure breeds. We had to join the queue for 4 months before we were able to get our hands on the pure breeds. And even that, we didn't get all in the same time. We get them in drones. So, in essence, we got a pure breed um when the door was crossed. So I just want you to know that it's not easy to get your hands on, but don't quote me on it. We are in a program where hopefully in the next 6 months we'll be able to sell some pure breeds, and we will come out and let you know when we do. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? Thank you very much for joining me today on this live. I hope you had a good weekend. Today we are going to look at some of the videos that I've made previously, roughly about a year ago, and probably criticize myself a bit, or probably learn from what we've learned so far. So the video you've just watched is a video under my African rabbit farm playlist. So what I've done, I'll go to my my videos back studio, if you like, the YouTube studio, to show you some of the way I group the videos and stuff like that, so that you can go in there and enjoy and learn from the videos that I have made previously. Can anyone hear me? I just want to make sure that I'm loud and clear. If you can hear me, can you give me the thumbs up, please? Okay, so the previous one was the video we just watched. It's the biggest mistake rabbit farmers make. And I made this video basically to point at some of the mistakes that I have made. Gene breed selection. I didn't know anything about breed selection at that time. I was going with the flow. As I've always said in my stories, I jump into the water before I learn how to swim. So it's normally very hard for me. It's been very rough and hard for us to get to where we are now. So the advice from that video is, if you intend to get into rabbit farming or rabbit breeding, you have to be intentional. And if you make some studies before you get into it, you end up not spending too much money. The next video I will show you is is my most popular video in on YouTube, and I want us to watch that so that we can all attest or find out why this video is so popular. So this is my back studio. This is my YouTube studio. So our search this video is over 13,000 viewed. The costly rabbit farming mistake you need to avoid. Maybe you've watched it already, but today we're going to watch it with a different kind of eye and try to analyze this video possibly. So let's go straight to the video and check how it goes. I'm going to keep quiet. Can anyone hear me? Hello, thank you, boy. Can anyone hear me? Hello, thank you, boy. I'm gonna have to repeat this video. Sorry about that. If you're here already and you've just seen it, I'm gonna have to go back and review it properly. So this is one of my uh, very popular videos, and it's popular because of obviously it's one of my very few videos when I came into the YouTube scene, if you like. And this video has been very successful, and rightly so. So I'm going to take you through some of the reasons why this video have been successful. So for some technical reason, again, it's not coming up with the volume, so I'm gonna just repeat what I'm saying. So all I'm saying is some of the most important things that you have to consider when you begin in rabbit farming um, is to consider the room, the housing that you're creating for your rabbitry, because that is very important, and that determines your success. Hello everyone, I'm here just trying to make sure everything is working okay. Trust me, we'll get better at some point. So what you're seeing now is me just talking blah 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 blah, and this is the first time I showed the farm, and this is how Rabbito Farmino started. So just so you know. So what you're looking at is our very first building. And yes, you're looking at Mama Jew, the brain or the hardworking lady behind Rabbito Farmino. If you haven't seen her or you don't know her, you're looking at her right now. So this is the building, the very first rabbit hutch, and it's still there. It's just that we don't use it as much. We'll be renovating it. But what I was pointing at mainly is that this hutch was constructed with no experience whatsoever, and we contracted someone, a carpenter, who claimed he's built so many hutches, but later we found out that he's a clever carpenter who just wanted a job, didn't know anything about the animals, so he didn't build it. So what are we going to learn from here? What we should learn is that it's better to get people who are involved in the business to give you idea of what you're doing. But yeah, I'm stubborn, so I get into things without thinking too much. I just jump before I start thinking. So one of the mistake of this is, which was hurting the rabbit, was that the metal floor, the metals were very light, and also the holes in it too much. So their feet was literally getting trapped in there, and we lost some rabbits because of the way that was constructed. So as you can see, I think it's a 1 inch by 1 inch hole, which was not good at all for the rabbits. So the downside of all of this is you end up overspending because it's all been done. Now it has to be taken down and redone again because we're learning on our way. So hopefully if you go back and watch this video, hopefully you won't repeat our mistake, and hopefully you can minimize the cost. So please do not use anything less than 1 inch by half, and the gauge of the metal should be I think 16 gauge, which is thicker than what is being used. So if there is any lesson to learn, please do not use anything bigger than that. But then whilst in Ghana, I decided to be technical, so I decided to build my own sample. So as you can see, we've used the right flooring, so 1 by 1.5 inch. And in my mind, I'm always economical. I just want to do something that will be much more economical. So what you see, if you haven't built your hutch alone yet, and space is not a problem for you, this is the design I use, and I still use it. Hopefully next year, early next year, you'll see the look of the farm now, and you see what we have done, or the kind of expansion we've done. So I always like to share a common middle for two reasons. First of all, it's very nice on the pockets because we avoid using poles and other metals. So if the building you're looking, if you're making it two separate building, you will use way more material. So we cut the cost of the material right from here, because they're sharing the common middle, and rabbits um, they are social animals, so they are very happy with seeing each other, and they adapt as well. They get friendly when they are together like that. So um, it's very important to bear this in mind when you're building, especially in Africa. Just bear in mind that we have constant heat, and originally rabbits are from cool country, like from the west. So rabbits are more um, adaptable to the colder weather than the heat. So when you tell me that, oh, my rabbits are cold in Africa, no, I don't think so. Rabbits will not get cold in Africa because it's not that cold in Africa. It's like we get like the same weather throughout the year. So think about how to keep them cool rather than how to shield them from the cold. So as you can see, we built a canopy around them, and it's open canopy, so there is a free flow of air. And this is construction going on. This is the very early stages of Rabbito Farmino. So I'm bringing you back there. You can watch the full video and listen to me yapping my way. But you can see the construction. We've got a common middle, and the cages are just hatching. They are just latching on. And we chose the all metal because we have a big canopy over it. So that makes it very comfortable for the rabbit. And these are our very, very first rabbits we started with. And out of these rabbits that we started with, we only have a few of the parent stock. And so just bringing you in for you, if you're starting, start right, um, and start right so that you don't end up, you know, doing it twice like we did. So it's just bringing you in to let you see how we started it. We had some beautiful rabbit. You know, the one you see at the background is the second generation. These are the second generation. And I think we have most of them. We still have most of them in the rabbitry. But we've learned a lot from all this. And we are happy with where we are at the moment. So the whole idea of this channel is to share my farm experience and, you know, help beginners, intermediaries, those who are like thinking of joining a rabbit farming business, for them um, to uh, to be aspired to get the inspiration to, you know, do the right thing or start right. Let's look at some of my um, back studio, if you like. At the moment, as we speak, because of you, we have 1,738 subscribers as we speak. And at, for a channel that speak about something small like rabbit, if you check this channel, we only talk, or I only talk about rabbits, nothing else. I've maintained the conversation to be rabbit only. So um, it's hard to talk about rabbit and get to where we've got to. So I really appreciate everybody who have supported us throughout the year. We are just over a year since we started this rabbit farming, since I started this rabbit farming channel. And the main idea is to help people, you know, to help everyone who want to learn about rabbit. You know, I know um, there are people, a lot of people who are in the rabbit farming industry, or who have been in the rabbit farming industry for so long, but the way I have done this rabbit farming, it has been very, very intense. And therefore, you know, I'm not saying I have, but I may have learned more very quicker than a lot of people who have been in it longer. And that's not me blowing my horn. That's me saying that I've done a lot within a year. If you like, it's like I have done a course, um, an intense course where I have dropped everything and gone deep into the rabbit farming. Deep. As I said, I dropped some of my own hobbies. You know, I've dropped them so that I will be able to um, focus on these rabbit conversations and learn a lot more about the rabbits. And I won't change anything because I've enjoyed every bit of time that I've spent with the rabbit, and the interest has just grown. And God, only God knows where we're going. I'm going to go from here on with the rabbit thing, because I really, really enjoy it now. And I encourage anyone, whether you want to get into it as, you know, pets. Rabbits are wonderful pets. And next year I will bring a lot more videos of rabbits as pets. As you can see at the background, this is El Chapo, my pet rabbit. um, this is a standard Rex, and if you haven't felt Rex fur before, you need to touch it. It's so smooth and velvety. can't describe it. Um, but why do I have rabbit as pet and I talk about rabbit as like livestock, like farm animal? Because it's just the way life is, you know. And my pet rabbits are my pet rabbits. Nobody's gonna do anything to them. If anything at all, my pet rabbits have changed my perception of rabbit, and I'm able to now apply all all the things I'm learning about my pet rabbit to the farm, and also to come and share with you here on YouTube so that we can understand the animals we are farming properly. I had a conversation, probably I've told this story before, but I had a conversation with one of my sons who is a vegetarian. Yes, he's been a vegetarian since age 7, and he's still a vegetarian age 13 and going. And he said he's got no problem with people who eat animal. He just wanted animals to be treated fairly and well, you know. So um, the animal right people plays a big role because they have changed. They have helped me to look at rabbit as pets, and also transfer whatever I've learned from me keeping rabbit as pet into the farm environment to the benefit of the rabbit. So um, it's is good and is important for us to treat the rabbit in a good way, whether as a pet or as livestock, you know. Any questions? Thank you very much for coming online with me. We got Nancy, Bifit, Doug, Zelia, Lawman, Malik. Thank you very much, all of you, for coming. I thought I will keep the live going um, throughout this December so that we can have a conversation. Um, I see a few people didn't manage to get here, but I'm sure they can catch up when this video is published on the website. So for those of you who managed to turn up, I really appreciate all of you. Thank you very much for coming. If anyone have got any question, I will say bring it up now, because I'm trying for us to finish at the 1 hour mark so we don't make it too long. But I encourage you to go back and watch some of these important videos. What I've done is I've got them in a playlist. So I've got a pet corner, and I've got some individual um, I've got some individual rabbit of some individual videos of my pet rabbit. So for instance, I've got Beverly, and then I got Chapo, and then I've got them as individuals. So you can go out there and check these videos out. So if you've got any question, it's been a year of great videos from you. Thank you very much. I try to do some entertainment stuff and sometimes motivational stuff with my shorts. Um, I've pumped out a lot of shorts there. It's just me trying to be creative. But equally, I've got a lot of videos. So a combination of shorts and videos that I've put out there is about 450 videos within a year. So it's been intensive, it's been interesting, and someone like me, when I'm doing something, I put all my interest in it. I put, if you like, I put all my eggs in one basket because I want to be successful. and that's how I operate, and that's why I'm able to release videos left, right, and center, and try to put the word out there so that anyone who can benefit will benefit and avoid the mistakes I've made when I started. So El Chapo is my favorite. When can we expect his babies? Um, let's keep that hope going. We will see. We'll see how that goes. But at the moment, there's no news on that. Yes, I would like to see El Chapo's babies as well. Ideally, I would like El Chapo to have baby with another Rex so that we can have a pure Rex babies, because Rex are very, very popular and they are in demand. And as you can see, El Chapo right on the screen there, enjoying some hand feeding. So yes, El Chapo is very popular, and I know about that. Befit ladies, greetings. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Greetings to you back. Doug Lucas, all your videos are very informative. Thank you. Zelia, you couldn't hear me. I'm sure you can hear me now. Malik, good evening, sir. God bless you richly for this good work. Thank you very much, Malik. And thank you to all of you. What I'll say is stay blessed, stay safe, look after your mental health, look after yourself, and stay out of trouble, and be positive. Whatever you're doing, whatever the endeavor you get yourself into, just focus and try to be positive, because I know in this world today there are so many things that will scare you, but try to be positive in everything you're doing. Try to be positive and stay positive. Any more question? If we don't have any more question, then I will say thank you very much. And if you're thinking about keeping rabbit as pet, drop me a message, direct message. If you're in Africa, if you're in Ghana, and you want some of my special breeds to start your rabbit farming, DM me and I'll be able to arrange for us to supply you with your starting stock. At the moment, I shouldn't be even doing any adverts here, because there is a long queue of beginners or even people who are already farming who want some of our breeds to improve their breeds. So um, we will be will be will be able to help you if you contact us. Maybe you join the queue, but it's definitely worth it if you do. Rabbito Farmino here. If you haven't got any question, I would say have a good rest of the weekend. Thank you very much for coming. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to share this to other people so you'll be able to learn, we'll be able to learn together. Rabbito Farmino here. Thanks for viewing. Thanks for coming. Bye.